Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A live look at exact track 4D radar as rain obviously has moved into southeast Michigan in a pretty widespread way. Good to have you with us for Local 4 News at 6. I'm Devin Skillian.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Let's get right over to forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams with a look at the current conditions. So, Kim, how long is this rain going to stick around for us?
It'll stick around for the next several hours and then we'll dry out overnight. Tonight it will be dry for your morning commute, but it is definitely a wet evening commute all over Metro Detroit. Last week we had spotty showers. These are more widespread. Everyone getting in on the rain. It's just heavier in some spots than in others. It's pouring in Roseville, East Point, Warren, and in Hamtramck. Southfield also getting some rain. There's a lot of water on the roads as well. Right along 696 in Southfield. Up to Beverly Hills, Birmingham getting rain pretty much all over Metro Detroit. Just a soggy Thursday night, and temperatures have cooled down quite a bit. In fact, we are a good 15 to 20 degrees cooler right now than we were just 24 hours ago. And we're not done there. We'll be even colder for the weekend. 63 at Metro Airport, 60 in Pontiac, 63 in Ann Arbor, and also in Howell. Tomorrow, though, we do get a little sunshine. We're in what's called a dry slot, and then more rain expected for the weekend. Tomorrow's high, not bad, 67 degrees, but by the weekend, we barely make it out of the 40s and into the 50s, and it's some really cold mornings ahead as well. We'll talk about it coming up.
Caught on camera, an all-out brawl between school security and a student.
Yeah, the troubling video shows the violent altercation and other kids and staff trying to stop it. Victor Williams is with us now, and we hear security has been arrested in this case. Victor?
Yeah, that's right. Devin and Kimberly arrested and then on top of that placed on administrative leave. The mother of that student, she's asking why a grown man would want to put a student in an MMA-style headlock.
I got the call before I saw the video. So when I got the call that the ambulance was being called to the school and my son was hurt, it was traumatic.
Ashley Johnson says that's her 17-year-old son in a triangle lock applied by a security guard at Northwestern High School. Most of the incident captured on cell phone video.
He's been to the hospital, but he's hanging in there. He's just in pain. Of course, he's feeling like a little embarrassed. You know, the video is being passed around or whatever, but I just try to encourage him. It's for awareness. Stuff like that needs not to happen.
The incident is currently under investigation, but Ashley says her son was attacked after words were exchanged between her son and the security guard. But she says no matter what, it should not have escalated to this point whatsoever.
It's a certain way as a professional that you should handle students. You're not a child, you're an adult.
Here's more backstory. Ashley says that it all started some time ago.
It stemmed from weeks ago only because the security guard threatened him and made a statement to him. If we were on the street, things would be handled differently.
To make matters worse, Ashley says her son was told to write an incident report, but was never notified herself on what took place.
I'm assuming they're connected because now he said things would be happening differently if I'm on the street. But now things have happened differently in the school.
DPSCD is now responding to the matter with the statement which reads, there was an altercation between a student and security guard at Northwestern that led to the security guard being placed in custody. The security guard will not be returning to the school and will be on administrative leave, pending the district's investigation that may lead to termination.
I want him to be fired. I want him to be prosecuted. We're contacted by a prosecutor. We are moving forward to press charges. You know, and I just want to make it safer for all kids.
And Ashley says she's going to be speaking to a lawyer. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Okay, keep us posted, Victor. Thank you. Well, this just into our newsroom. A detailed description and name of the man police want to talk to about a violent murder in Inkster.
Happened Tuesday on Meadow Lane near Middle Belt. Investigators found the body of a 34-year-old man stabbed to death, and now they have reason to believe Yanko Romero is connected to that crime. Jacqueline Francis has more on just who this person of interest is. Jacqueline.
Devin, both the person of interest and the victim lived here at this home behind me, but it took 10 days. So police believe that this stabbing happened back in September 23rd, but it wasn't until last night when police got a call for a welfare check that they came to the house, they searched it, and inside they found the victim stabbed to death. Again, they do believe that the victim's roommate is just a person of interest at this time. He hasn't been seen since he was discharged from the hospital a few days after the alleged stabbing. They are looking for him. They say he may have ties to Florida. He may be in this area still. They're still trying to figure that out. Take a listen.
Right now, investigators are trying to determine a motive for this crime and locate an individual that is a person of interest. The individual that we are seeking is believed to be a roommate of the decedent. This individual has not been seen since the 26th of September in our area.
Again, police are looking for Yanko Romero. He's 40 years old. They say if you know him, do not contact him, just contact police. They say they don't want anyone approaching him at this time, but police are looking for this man. Reporting live in Inkster, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Got it. All right, Jacqueline. Well, it is day one of a key Title IX hearing. Look into allegations against the former MSU football coach, Mel Tucker, accused of sexually harassing a woman.
Tucker's attorneys released what they say is new evidence, including text messages between the accuser and a friend. Let's bring in Priya Mann. Priya, Tucker's team says the messages reveal more about the relationship which led to the coach's firing.
That's right, Kim. We're talking 106 pages. This is only about 30 of them. Tucker's lawyers say the accuser did not give investigators all of her text messages, which they say paint a more complete picture of what happened before the coach's firing.
Former MSU football coach Mel Tucker did not attend the virtual Title IX hearing today, but his attorneys released a lengthy and heavily redacted letter to MSU, undermining what they say is a, quote, misguided, incomplete, and biased investigation. Tucker was fired as head coach after allegations of sexual harassment last month. Brenda Tracy, a well-known advocate against sexual violence, says Tucker pursued her romantically and sexually harassed her over the phone and text. Tucker's lawyers maintain the relationship was consensual and say the accuser was motivated by money. After Tucker signed his $95 million contract, Tracy allegedly texted a friend about a documentary she wanted to make, writing, "I'm gonna ask him to finance the doc part of it. He'll do it." Her friend replied, "He for sure will." MSU was notified this morning that Tucker could not attend the Title IX hearing due to a serious medical condition. No further explanation was given. The hearing is expected to last 2 days.
And we did reach out to attorneys for both Tucker and Tracy, but did not hear back. MSU would not comment on the hearing.
And Priya, so we know that this hearing is closed to the public. Do we know when we'll get a resolution?
So it's expected we'll get a decision in 20 days. That's when the hearing officer is expected to have a decision.
A little while to wait.
Yeah,
all right,
Priya.
Right. Well, 3 men have pleaded guilty to the brutal murder of Egypt Covington, and now all 3 headed to long prison terms. Shane Evans had already pleaded guilty. Today, it was Shannon Groom and Timothy Moore who faced the judge. Groom got 17 to 25 years for his role, Moore 20 to 55 years. In court, Covington's family had the final word with Groom and Moore.
The story that's been told is they wanted a quick marijuana score. No one would be home. They went to the wrong door. Oops, is what the text message said. My daughter's life was reduced to an oops.
Wow. Covington was in her Sumter Township home in July of 2017 when 3 men burst in looking to steal marijuana. They were in the wrong unit. It is still unclear why they shot and killed Covington.
All right, now to the latest on the UAW strike. The president of the UAW is expected to address members live on social media tomorrow. It's the same setup he's used the last 2 Fridays to announce additional strike locations. If that happens, workers will likely walk out the same day about 2 p.m. Negotiations have been ongoing between the union and the big 3 automakers, but no deal has been reached, though Ford did provide a new offer to the union this week. So far, about 25,000 of the UAW's auto workers are on the picket line.
A Novi High School student is celebrating a rare success, a perfect score on an AP exam. The now high school senior got an email over the summer saying she had earned a top score, 5 out of 5, but really no specificity to that. This fall, she found out she had earned every possible point. Megan Woods spent time with that student to find out just how special an occasion this really is. Megan?
Meet Novi High School senior Sonia Reddy, and she spent a lot of time in this library researching, and she says that's the key to her success.
One could come up to this space.
I think
if they had just gotten
She was
a little-
here at school when she got the surprise email saying she is one of 27 in the world, 0.04% of the AP seminar exam takers to receive every point possible, a perfect score.
It's crazy. Yeah, for sure. The minute I got out of class, the first people I texted were my parents and then, of course, my wonderful teacher, Mrs. McGuire. And it was really exciting. My heart was pounding.
AP seminar isn't your ordinary course.
What colleges were reporting to College Boards, it's great they're coming in with these test scores, but there's a certain set of skills that we want kids to have. And so AP seminar is about those research, writing, presentation skills.
The exam features a 2-hour time portion, 2 presentations, 2 essays, and 2 oral defenses. That's why her score is so impressive.
For the teacher to really lead a project-based class and let the students run with it, and then for a student to run with it with so much success, says a lot about the students. It also says a lot about the teacher and the atmosphere that they're able to set up for the kids.
I couldn't have done it without my family at all. My parents were there. They're so sweet. They whenever I have a late night, they'll stick next to me and they'll stay up when I have a late night too.
Her advice to her peers, whether they're in AP or not, is
honestly, you don't think it at the time, but all of your hard work is going to pay off. But you just have to set the phone aside. You just have to really dial in and you have to focus.
As for what's next for Sonia, well, the world is hers. In Novi, Megan Woods, Local 4.
If you saw the family photo there, though, no surprise, she has her eyes set on a certain university in Ann Arbor, though she says she is also applying to schools out of state. No, we got to keep her here. Yeah.